Ever notice that they want all the expensive stuff, then complain you are not home enough when you work the extra hours to get it for them? Besides, modern women are not worth it. Keep your money in your wallet. Every man should acknowledge that women are money suckers, regardless of how beautiful or wonderful they are. It's their nature, evolutionary psychology. And 80% of men earn an average annual income of $50,000, hardly enough to fully support two people today. But what the hell, guys? You can always get a second job. I guarantee, based on 40 years of dating experience, she won't want to continuously work full-time like you. Guys, it is in your best interest not to move into her apartment or house or you into hers. This sounds great in the early stages, but watch out, she will attempt to change or control you in one fashion or another. Guys, these and other issues will only grow, and they will get worse as time goes by. As for marriage, don't do it. I firmly believe that once the man signs the marriage certificate, his prison sentence begins. Guys, look at your 10 male friends who have married, say 10 to 15 years ago. How many of those men are still married? I'd venture to say that with the current rate of divorce in our country, that at least 80% of divorces are brought on by women. Guys, the stats only become worse from here. I'd strongly men start reading up on these issues long before they sign the marriage certificate. It's very beneficial to men to be aware of their right to go their own way. I have only just found out about this developing undercurrent of men trending away from women around the world. In Australia, a powerful counterculture of heightened female toxicity has damaged and destroyed the lives of 2 generations of Australian men by now, including millions from my own generation of men. It has been like a battlefield of carnage for 40 years, leaving a trail of damage, betrayed, and bereaved men. Consequently, there are now millions of lonely, single, white, divorced, middle-aged women across the nation whom white Australian men refuse to bond and closely associate with. In many countries like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and some European countries, consider the woman that moves in with you as your common-law partner after a year. So, you're basically considered married, with all the obligations coming with that, in case you split up. You lose half your stuff just as if you're married. There will always be a lot of good men who think that living together before getting married is a terrific idea. I often wonder how on earth these guys manage to snag a female when guys come to me and express how great they feel about this. It's a fun experience, and they always appear like they're going to make the most of their time together because of that. Although it could seem like a wise decision, and you might use it to test if your relationship is solid enough, this isn't frequently the case. However, this is not necessary because it was already ruined when the decision was made. Rather, it is because you moved in together. Feel free to do whatever you want. Just avoid doing this one thing. Prior to getting hitched, avoid residing with her. It's important to always keep the long-term possibility in mind with a woman. Have all of the safeguards in place just in case you are wrong. But don't forget to enjoy the present moment with them by letting them compromise. It shouldn't take any effort if she likes you. If you really want to live with a woman, you need to do so in a state with no common law, of which there are plenty. Otherwise, I do agree with this content producer. You have to maintain leverage until they prove they are worthy of trust. This is done over time, noticing consistent good behavior. You have to set boundaries and limits and understand that she will push you on those if you don't have the intestinal fortitude to stick to your guns and just break them off. Modern society has skewed things in favor of women. All they have to offer is temporary and unenforceable. Conversely, compare that to a man. If you are not careful, she can drain you of your resources and possessions long after she has done a single thing for you. Simply put, it is much easier to fleece a man than go out there and do the hard work. In most countries, living with a girl without being married has no consequences when you break up. So, living with a girl without marriage not only gives you the opportunity to better know your girl and build stronger bonds with her, but teaches you as well how to manage a relationship day to day. If you don't want to share intimacy with your girl, but when married, chances are high that you get divorced in a short period of time. Both of you only had the fun part of a relationship, and all of a sudden you have to find a way to cohabitate with somebody you discover to be a complete stranger with habits and desires that might not match yours. I think it's something pretty weird to expect a love story when you're so reluctant to trust women, especially the ones you love. Well, your society seems to be very aggressive toward men, and laws make people feel in danger. But I can't believe there are no good girls in the USA. Just stop looking for fake hotties in bar and club. Wife material lives in the real life, not in the night streets. Men are expected to take the lead, plain and simple. Somewhere along the line, I think everyone must have thought about why women are always the ones who expect everything to be done by the man. I mean, even in long-term relationships, the guy is supposed to do the tough housework and provide for the entire family. Where did the woke feminist go now? What happened to equality, right? Throughout their lives, men are supposed to do everything for women and literally dedicate their lives to providing for, protecting, and helping women. And you know what? Men do that with honor. They do it proudly because that's in their nature. I'm talking about high-value men, not a simp who starts crying if he gets rejected by a girl. But the question is, why is it that women expect everything from a man? Especially when all they can do now is talk about equality and how men have oppressed them and controlled them. It's true that modern women have become too entitled, and when you move in with another woman, that entitlement goes to a whole new level. Here's the basic reason why you shouldn't make this risky choice. Many men claim they are not at all comfortable now that she is constantly around. Though moving in seemed wonderful at the time, these young guys today have a lot of difficulty sustaining stability. In essence, it appears that after the female moves in with them, guys start to lose their frame. They cannot claim that I did not warn them, thus. When I do warn them, though, they frequently provide defenses like, "She's different. I'm sure we'll handle this together, and we'll make this work," or similar ones. Since I maintain a strong, impenetrable frame because I am a man, everything will be well. It's either we go Dutch and everything is fair, or I'm not her sugar daddy. Have you ever heard the expression, "Facts don't give a damn about your emotions"? It is ideal in this circumstance. Why on earth do so many red-pilled males still make mistakes like this? Even if these men relocate with their women, they are adamant that marriage is not an option. Men are completely content and free before making this dreadful choice. They spend their time whatever they like and do anything they want. However, when a girl enters the living space, they wreck their life by allowing the woman to govern and giving in to her demands more and more. She will begin to wonder what you do since she feels so secure living with you. As you give in to her demands and don't establish any limits, she will undoubtedly make you uncomfortable. Despite the fact that you are in your own home, she continues to acquire authority as you continue to lose it. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.